Hello and welcome back to my channel. And today I guess is going to be a different video. It's going to be a review video of a game that came out honestly a while ago, 2024, based on a manga and anime that I enjoy thoroughly. While it's not, the best manga you'll find, it has issues and whatnot, it's not perfect, but I personally enjoy it for a multitude of reasons, and that would be Kaiju number 8. While the manga has ended a while ago, the anime is still going on with 2 seasons now completed and a spin-off hopefully coming out soon. But besides that, in the meantime we have a game to keep us entertained, and I believe it came out around the end of the first season, and of course was doubly named Kaiju number 8 the game. Very, very creative. And with that announcement came a release trailer, or a reveal trailer, my bad. And I'll just let the reveal trailer, just a bit of it play real quickly. You can understand the type of feel people were getting for this game just judging by these 3D models and animation. It was speculated to be either an RPG or perhaps an arena fighter or something of the sort. I mean, seriously, just look at it. But of course, once the game came out, that became apparent that it was not what it was seemed, as instead it was a turn-based game, which of course upset a lot of people. A turn-based gacha game is not what people exactly want. There's already a million of those, especially for other anime IPs and just in general. But still, I was honestly pretty happy. I mean, the 3D models looked amazing, the animations did, and honestly, a golden point of these gacha games is that they add new characters and entirely different stories, which is like, boom, a lot more content. And right off the bat, you either get a brief summary of what's happening, or you could just skip it, and you'll be given a intro animation into what essentially will be the tutorial, which I'll just quickly skip through. It plays like any other tabletop. I mean turn-based. My bad. Turn-based game like Honkai Star Rail or what other games are out there. And of course, I'll be honest. Even though they are basic units, I was somewhat disappointed with the animations, but I'll forgive them for that because it's obvious these are free units, and free units are never going to exactly have the best of the best. But either way, the animation was still great. I was a little disappointed as, from what you see here, the cutscenes do look good, but they won't always be that good. They'll just usually be, it'll be like Genshin. They'll just be standing around talking, their mouths will move, maybe they'll move an arm. But right now, let's take a look at the combat, which, I mean, I'll probably just speed up. Now, there's not really a lot to say, to be honest, as it's a turn-based anime game. And, well, not to say that every anime game is going to be like this. This is about the majority formula that they follow. You'll be given a basic attack and a special skill, and in order to use the special skills, you need special points that you gain by doing the basic attacks, or sometimes maybe an ultimate will give you some extra points or whatever, but that's about it. And of course, like every other game, you'll have an ultimate, you'll have assists, you'll have buffs, debuffs, all that, depending on attacks, characters, and all that. There really isn't much to say. If you played, for example, Honkai Star Rail, then you basically know the majority of the game. As you can see right now on screen, there are elements. There's elemental factors, elemental characters, elements that enemies are weak to. And this does make somewhat sense, as they're not all technically elemental. And in the anime, they do use weaponry that have elemental attacks. And there's that. Of course, this game also has stances, I guess is what you would call them, in breaking. Once you do enough damage, a usually white bar. Once it's completely empty, the enemy will be in a kind of like a drowsy state, where a fellow character will usually jump in to also attack to help them out. And as you can see right here, of course they didn't do anything special, as they just used the special move for the assist, or sometimes just the basic will do. And I mean, hey, it works, right? I guess one thing I would like to say is the animation for moving on to the next stage. Instead of enemies just appearing, you actually run through the map. That I do appreciate. It's quite nice to see, in all honesty. But honestly, and here is his. I guess I do appreciate that they do put a special animation before just reusing the same one from the basic. I'm trying to be like professional, but honestly, it's hard to care. Like, I like the anime, I like the game's like pretty nice and simple. I like turn-based games. It's not for everyone, of course, but like, yeah. I'm just disappointed that it's not like something cooler. It's not a MMO, it's not an RPG, it's not not even an arena fighter. I mean, those are kind of boring. Like, we have enough of those, and lately they haven't been that good. But even then, I feel like it would have been a bit cooler to actually fight a kaiju in a 3D space. That would have been something else entirely. But no, we got a turn-based game, a gacha, which I guess I shouldn't be surprising, as I feel like most anime games, usually when they pump out their first game, will be a gacha game. And I guess another side note is I like the transition to the victory screen. That's something I'll give it, I guess. In all honesty, if you can tell, this is just a lazy, quick video I wanted to do. I just wanted to talk about this game because I do like the anime. I wish it could have been better, and it makes me think, like, I feel like some mangaka should be able to, like, just redo, just restart, just like, hey, here's a new version. Like, it's not like that's completely unheard of or whatever, but anyway, back to the topic. The one thing I do like about gacha games is just things they'll do differently, and I'll talk about that later. But at the end of the tutorial, you'll fight a Godzilla-esque boss, which isn't surprising. The anime is being animated by Toho after all, and Kaiju No. 8 has actually had a few collabs with Godzilla. You could even get some merch right now, but I'm not sponsored, so don't really do that. It's literally just like acrylic standees, and they're not even like 3D, they're like 2D. It's just like whatever, man. I do like that this is purple to signify it's a boss, but it's a basic boss, honestly. You don't have to do much. I mean, first you start out with the basic enemies, and then you just go up and just keep attacking it until it just like reaches 0 on the health bar. I mean, yeah, what can you expect? But it looks cool though, how the boss is shown. And oh, these are the yellow. I'm just winging this, by the way, if it wasn't obvious. I mean, it's a pretty cool ultimate, but yeah. I just want to get this video out. I do like YouTube, and I do want to be a good YouTuber. I like his ultimate's cool though. It's a transformation. I do like transformation ultimates that make them stronger. I think that is cool, especially since his is actually no, it's not permanent, but yeah. See, that's pretty cool. It was a bit extra, you know, just doing that random jump. But yeah, like I was saying, you know, I'm just gonna let the game play. It's gonna be a very bad lazy review. I don't really care. I didn't even say, like earlier, on the bottom you'll see the turn order or whatever, but I mean, I feel like that was pretty obvious. Oh, that was the creature's ultimate, by the way. That was like the attack thing. I think that was his sort of, yeah. And then now here comes
Yeah, right, I guessed right.
But yeah, I do want to do YouTube. I don't know, I'm just kind of lazy. Like, I want to put more effort into the videos. I think I'll pop out like some cheap ones and then do some more higher quality ones. Like, as of recording this, the video was like 55 minutes. It was like an hour and 4 minutes. I'll definitely chop some more down.
Oh, it's a basic. Okay, it's, again,
Yeah,
Honkai, or no, not Honkai isn't the only one to use it.
Like,
Let me see.
right.
All right, cool.
It has
So he
its own
does
unique
have
story
two
mode,
ultimates there.
apparently. Oh, here's
Oh, that's
the
great.
Yeah. That's cool. That's cool. And then we cut, and this is what I really want to talk about is the good thing about gacha games, anime tie-in gacha games, is that they'll create their own unique story. Like for JJK Phantom Parade, there's an entire different story with new characters and stuff, and this game follows suit, but it's a lot more crazy because it just goes into straight like alternate universes, and just that was like just a dimensional rift, I guess I could describe poorly. And that makes sense that they do that since the manga itself is pretty short compared to other ones. So they'd kind of have to find a way to make this extend longer. I mean, all gacha games do that because they want to make money, right? You got to make the game last as long as possible to make as much money as possible. They're still going, and honestly, I don't think they'll end anytime soon. It'll probably outlast the actual anime itself by a large margin, and I'll be surprised if people even still play it by then. But yeah. And then here's the home screen. This is or no, this is the gacha. My bad. This is the gacha. The gacha, it's simple. When you start out, they'll give you one free gacha, of course. You do it, bing, bang, boom. You get a new. By the way, I found it a bit crazy. They just reused the animation of his ult, basically. And I was like, wow, that's like crazy, man. Like, come on. But I mean, I can't blame him. It does work well. But I was still like, really. It felt like a bit goofy just seeing the same animation. Like, no background. They could have done more. They could have had them like attacking a kaiju. They could have like split open its belly. They could have done like something. Maybe have the cleaning crew. That would have been a cool way to like incorporate like literally Kafka's origin into it. Like have them cleaning a kaiju. They open it up and then they're like, hey, look, this is what we found. And then boom, that's how it works, right? But no, it's like, all right, whatever, man. Sure, I guess just reuse it. Here's her mom. I don't care, but you can pull for characters and weapons because, of course, in gacha you have to have more than one thing to pull. Which I mean, yeah, it's whatever. Here you create your character, your teams. There's not much to talk about. It's just like, I don't know, like a professional reviewer would obviously be saying a lot more, but generally not much to say. And you can see I was clearly done. Like, I wish there was like an option for like gacha games where it's like, yeah, I've played a gacha game before. Let me skip through all the tutorial stuff that is like basic knowledge, because it's like, I feel like you don't even have to play gacha. I feel like if you just play games in general, you'll be able to figure out. I understand it's for like people who don't play video games, like they'll need the tutorial, but I'm like, god damn, I don't really need to like learn something that I've done a bunch of times. I play gacha games. It's like, come on. It's a bit of a waste of time for me. It's like, damn. It's like hold on, I'll just skip through all this. After not too long, you get to just choose a free SSR. I chose, of course, Gen. He's like my favorite character. I kind of regret my choice, honestly, because I heard that Kafka you saw was actually better than like the one you get. But it does not matter. I've not touched the game in like ages. Maybe I will once I've like gotten my fill of the other games, the other gacha games or whatever I play. But I'll be honest, I kind of doubt it. Maybe I will once the anime finishes. You could also try out the like in other games you can do trial runs of the characters to see how they play. They were pretty cool, I guess. Yeah. Oh, what did I get? I'm gonna be honest, I'm voicing this. I don't have a script. I'm just doing this off the top of my head. Oh yeah, I was really annoyed. I didn't have Mina or anything, so that was kind of useless. That's kind of like the issue. But it's a gacha game. They don't really care how you feel. I guess that's like that. All that's left to talk about is I guess the store. Yeah, there's the store. I mean, every gacha game has one. Not very surprising, since that's like the whole point of a gacha game is, well, to obviously, you know, like tell a story, get you attached to characters, entertainment. But like besides all that, it's usually just, you know, money. It's always gonna be about money, of course. You can like, it's not really that surprising. It's about money. I don't know if I even have a clip, but they have this like weird little mini game, like an AFK arena, I like to say, really, or AFK kind of game where you just like click buttons and then you could just leave it and you get rewards. I'm not sure if I showed that. I thought that was pretty cool to have that. It wasn't an event or anything. It's a permanent thing, so I'm kind of happy about that. Oh, a battle pass too, of course. There's not much to say. I'm just kind of hoping that we get a proper game, like an actual, you know, game that isn't like, I'll even settle for an arena fighter. They're honestly overdone, to be honest. We all kind of know that. I mean, unless it's a studio that makes good ones, like the Naruto ones or whatever. But like, even if not, then no. I'd rather have like an MMO or RPG. We don't have a lot of those. Like, there's like what? There's Xenoverse. Come on. I mean, we're getting a new Xenoverse, but like, I'm not the biggest Dragon Ball fan. I haven't watched all of it, and there's a lot of other animes that could do MMOs and stuff like that. Obviously, there's Demon Slayer, JJK, and obviously Kaiju number 8's for sure one of them. And it's just like goofy. Bleach, I don't think Bleach has one. I need to watch that. But yeah, there's not much to say. I just wanted a quick video, and I was like, you know what? I was curious. I wanted to play this game. I recorded it. It was like a very long recording, but honestly, it was just me playing, and I kind of realized there's not much to talk about. I guess like I'm probably not like cut out for like making like reviewing videos, more like yapping videos. I could yap for sure, but like, I'm not gonna go into detail. I'm not gonna do crazy editing just for a review, and that's kind of my issue because I'm using CapCut. That's already a pain. I still don't even have an outro, but I guess I'll just say goodbye. That's my outro until I figure out just like bye. But yeah, that was my review. I'll give it like maybe I'll give it like a 7 out of 10 though. It's still pretty cool. Maybe a 6.5. I don't know. No, I'll stick with 7. My bad. I'll stick with 7. But yeah, that's the video. Goodbye.